Good morning, students. Welcome back online classes. I hope you are fine. So let's begin the chapter. I started last time adjective, kinds of adjective. I started and I told qualitative adjective, adjective of number, adjective of quantity, and possessive adjective. Now I will begin the other parts of adjective which are left, and after completing the adjective you will do the exercise. Okay, so let's begin the chapter. Next part is the demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective. So when we talk about the demonstrative adjective, so demonstrative adjective means whenever we point out something, okay, point out something means whenever we point out noun could be any person, noun could be anything, so we use a demonstrative adjective. So very simple way to understand demonstrative adjective: this, that, these, those. So after this, that, these, those, if any noun comes, quickly noun comes, so you understand this, that, these, those are demonstrative adjective. Okay, just I am writing here, you understand. So I told this, that, these, those. Okay, this, that, these, those. First one, this and that. This and that. This is used for the singular noun. That is also used for singular noun. These and those are used for plural noun. What is the difference of this and that? This is used for the distance which is very close to me, or which is very close to us. Okay, if any noun is the singular and that noun is very close, so we use this. If that particular thing or the noun has a little bit distance, so we use that. Okay, like this chart is mine. So see, the chart is very close to me. Understand now? So I use this. Moreover, chart is single. Understand now? Suppose something has been kept as a long distance, so we use that. I may say that you suppose it. If I say that is cooler, that cooler is yours. Okay. So that cooler is yours. It means the cooler has a little bit difference from me. Understand now? So use up that. Same thing. These and those. So this is the singular and these are plural. Means the plural form of this is these and the plural form of that is those. Is it clear? Those books are mine. Okay. These markers are mine. So markers I use because it is very close. Understand now? So that's why these. Got it? Now example also. Let's see the example. This book page doors. Now see, this book is yours. What is book? Noun. Whatever, singular. Understand now? So before that, whatever comes as already I told, before noun, if any word comes, that noun is considered as a adjective. So here this is demonstrative adjective. Understand now? Demonstrative adjective. So you may make several examples by your own way. Okay, those children are playing in the park. Okay, these mangoes are sour. Got it? So you can make multiple examples by using this, that, these, those. And better thing, the way as I am telling to you, I am writing as a format for you. After this, that, these, those, and then noun comes. So after that, that is known as a demonstrative adjective. What now? This, that, these, those plus noun. Understand now? After that, what is important? Plus noun. Noun is must. Quickly noun should come. As I have written here, as I have written the example here now. After this, quickly noun has come. So that will be the demonstrative adjective. If noun will not come, then it will be considered as a pronoun. Understand now? So it is very important that after this, that, these, those, noun should come. Got it? Okay. So now just I am going to write the next adjective. For understanding this, I must suggest that you just make example by your own way. When you can make the example, so you may understand that now you are able to understand better the chapter. Fine now? So examples are very important. Now next is distributive. Distributive adjective. Distributive adjective. Next time I will use the other blue pen, because sometimes I find that when I compress the video, so the letters become faded. Distributive adjective. Distributive adjectives is used for whenever we indicate a group. Okay, that group should be the small or the big, or we indicate any of two persons. Usually it is indicated for the group. Distributive. Distributive was the distribute. Okay, so usually the words of distributive adjectives come each, every, either, neither. Such kind of the words come in distributive adjective. And distributive adjective also tell, means any of one of that group. Any one means like if I say use of either and neither, so either and neither use already I told in a while teaching a pronoun. Fine. So same thing, distributive pronoun, distributive adjective also. Here the difference you find that after each, every, either, neither will have to write quickly noun. So first the words which come in a distributive adjective, those words I am writing here. Each, every, either, neither. So either and neither also pronounced as a either and neither, but the modern pronunciation is used for the either and neither. Got it? As I told, after each, every, either and neither, we use quickly noun. Okay, so by example you may understand better. So I'm writing example now. For example, every man is emotional. I write the example. I have written here example, every man is emotional. See, what is man? What is man? Noun. This is noun. So before noun, the word comes which is considered as a which is considered as a adjective. So every is what? It's a adjective. Because every man, I told every man, it means it is modified or indicated as a group. Okay, as a group. So here every is considered as it is indicated for a whole the group. Clear now? So every man is emotional. Now man is a noun. And after each and every, one more thing, whenever we write noun, we always use the singular from the noun. Understand? Because it is considered for one. Okay, one of the group. Okay, we never use each man. It's wrong. Each, okay, boys, wrong. Each boy. Understand now? And we use always singular verb also. Because noun, if singular comes, then verb will be also singular. So every man is emotional. Now some other examples, just I am going to write here. EITHER, either book is yours. Either book is yours. See, again, book is noun. Before noun, whatever comes, it changes into adjective either. So either is used for, if anything is true, either is used for the positive case and neither is for the negative case. So either and neither both considered for the two. So any, okay, we say either book is yours. So it means here the two book and any one we are talking. Understand now? So noun and this will be the adjective. As I told, each, every, either, neither are known as a distributive adjective. So this will be known as a distributive adjective. Got now? Okay, now come to the next. Okay, now come to the next adjective. Interrogative adjective. Interrogative means asking question. You understand better? Interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective, again same thing. After interrogative word, pure interrogative word. Pure interrogative is WH, pure interrogative word. And after interrogative word, then quickly if you write noun, okay, quickly if you write noun, so that word, that question word will be known as interrogative adjective. Okay, so some example, and first some words which are used for the interrogative adjective. I'm just writing those words like which, what, whose, which, what, whose. But the difference is what? That you have to write quickly any noun. Understand? Then these words will be considered as interrogative adjective. For example, you may write, if I say here, which pen is yours? Which pen is yours? See, pen is noun. So this word will be known as a interrogative adjective. Got it? Pen is noun, before noun, interrogative word. This is the pure interrogative words, and last sign of interrogative mark. Got now? So this will be known as a interrogative adjective. Same thing. By what you can also make, what book do you want to read, okay, whose you can also make, whose book is yours, that can be also made by this way. Understand now? Whose, I may say whose notebook is this, so whose notebook is a noun, so whose will be as a interrogative adjective. Got now? I think now you understand interrogative adjective. Now come to the next. Okay, next will be the participles and adjective. Participles. Participles as adjective. Okay, participles, when we say, so you understand we are talking about the verb. So if we say verb, it means we are just going to tell ing form, okay, or ed, en form. Participle adjectives, it means we are indicating about the verb. Which verb? Main verb. Okay, main verb. So main verb, ing form or ed or en form. Ed and en form is known as also past participle or the verb third form. This is known as a verb third form, and this is known as a verb ing form. So whenever we use verb ing here or verb third form and quickly we write noun, then that will be known as a participle adjective. Clear? Like example, I watched an interesting movie last night. I watched an interesting movie last night. Just see, interesting. This is the verb now, ing form. This is the verb, and quickly movie. What is movie? Noun. And interesting is verb. Okay, this is the verb ing form. So this will be known as a participle because movie comes quickly after verb. Okay, and here interesting tells the quality of the movie. Understand now? So this is adjective. This is the verb working as adjective. That's why this is known as a participle. Participle means if any verb works as adjective, that is known as a participle. Clear? Same thing, third form you can also make. Third form. Okay, see, there is a broken chair. There is a broken chair. See, there is a broken chair is a noun. Chair is a noun. Broken, broken. So broken is what? Verb. This verb is third form. This verb is third form, and this verb tells the quality of this noun, chair. So this will be known as a participle. Got now? Participle means verb third form, works as adjective, okay, and it tells the quality of any noun. So interesting and broken both are verbs, and it tells the quality of the noun. That's why these are known as a participle. Got now? Okay, now the last part of the adjective. Let me remove first. So okay students, I have added here adjective degrees. When we talk about the degrees, it's when we are talking about the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. So positive, comparative and superlative degrees. Positive means whenever we just tell a general quality, a general state of a noun, that is known as a positive. Like example, if I say he is a, if I say he is a good boy, He is a good boy. So good is the here positive degree. This is known as a positive degree. Positive degree, because it is a general quality of a noun. Boy is a noun. Here I told a general quality of this noun as a good. So whenever we use a plain adjective, that is known as a general quality of a state, so that is known as a positive degree. Clear? Now next example, if I say Mukesh is better than Ramesh. Mukesh is better than Ramesh. See, so better, first thing, better is a comparative degree. Comparative is used, usually you can understand whenever ER word comes at last in adjective, that is known as a comparative degree. Moreover, in comparative degree, two things are required. So Mukesh and Ramesh, there are two persons. So comparative degree, what is necessary? First, two things are required. Second thing, that in adjective we use ER or OR last word. If there is no ER, suppose that if I say handsome, beautiful, so we cannot use the comparative degree, so we add extra word more. Okay, more handsome, okay, more beautiful. Like such a way we can form the adjective comparative degree. So here better word is used, and after that we use than. That is also important. Than word comes in the comparative degree. So this is known as comparative degree. Comparative degree. Understand now? So when two things come, we use comparative degree. Now next example, next and the last. If I say Rahul is the tallest boy in the class. Rahul is the tallest boy in the class. See, superlative degree means whenever we compare more than two things. Okay, more than two things, and second thing, that it also tells the highest quality of the thing, highest quality of the person. Superlative degree, we always see that it tells always the highest degree of the quality. So highest degree of quality is tallest. So we'll find ST form. We find ST form. In superlative degree, we find ST form. Comparative ER comes and superlative ST comes. Second quality of the superlative degree, we always use article the. It comes before superlative degree. We always use article the. Understand? And third thing, that cannot be compared more than two. Okay. So here in comparative degree, we find here 2%, but here I told Rahul is the tallest boy in the class. It means here we are talking about he is the best. He cannot be compared by two things. Understand now? So whenever we compare more than two, we use the superlative degree. So this is known as the superlative degree. Just I am writing here superlative form. Understand now? So what you have to do, sometime whenever you cannot use ST form, so we add extra word most, like beautiful, intelligent, handsome. If I say he is the most intelligent student in the school. Understand now? So the most, the article, and most tells us quality of superlative form. Understand now? So positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Degrees has been also explained. What you have to do, students, understanding better the chapter, there is a need of the revision of the chapter. So you just revise your videos 2 times, 3 times. You can understand better the content. Moreover, whenever you see the exercises, then you can understand. You link with the contents, the speech, the video along with the exercise for understanding better the chapter. Now just I am going to wind up the class, and thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.